What does grief actually do to decision making after someone passes away? This is something that's easy to overlook when you're thinking about estate planning because most people focus on the legal side, the documents, the assets, who gets what. But in real life, the emotional side plays a huge role in how things unfold. Let's talk about what that looks like. When someone passes away, your family is not operating at their best. They're grieving, they're dealing with loss, with stress, and often with a lot of things happening all at once. And at the same time, decisions have to be made, important decisions. What happens with the house? How are things divided? What needs to be done first? Now, under normal circumstances, those decisions might be manageable, but under grief, everything feels different. People process information differently. They react more emotionally. They may feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or even defensive. I've seen situations where a simple decision turned into a difficult conversation, not because it was complicated, but because everyone was in an emotional state. One person may want to move quickly just to get things settled. Another will want to slow everything down because they're not ready. One person may interpret something as unfair. Another may not understand why it's an issue at all. And now, instead of just making decisions, the family is navigating both the decision and the emotions around it. Now, here's the key point. Grief doesn't create problems by itself, but it amplifies uncertainty. It makes unclear situations harder to manage. It makes small disagreements feel bigger, and it makes it more difficult for people to step back and see things objectively. I've seen families where everyone had good intentions, but because there wasn't a clear plan, they were trying to figure things out while also dealing with grief. And that's a tough combination. Now, compare that to a situation where there's a clear plan in place. The decisions have already been made. Roles are clearly defined. Instructions are laid out. Now, your family isn't trying to make big decisions in the middle of grief. They're following a plan that you've already put in place. And that reduces the pressure on them. It gives them a sense of direction. It allows them to focus more on supporting each other instead of trying to figure everything out. Because at the end of the day, estate planning is not just about assets. It's about timing. It's about making sure that when your family is at one of the most difficult moments in their lives, they're not also carrying the burden of making complicated decisions. You've already done that for them. And that's one of the most meaningful things a plan can provide.